Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Night Live. And I'm just going to wait for a few people to join us. If you are joining us live, say a big hello, of course. And I'm actually going to be streaming this. Let's click over here on a few different. We're going to go on Instagram as well. So it's just checking connection. You are now live. Hello. And again, a huge welcome. I am streaming in a couple of different places here. So if this is the first time that you are joining us for a Sunday Night Warrior Live, hi Emma, then drop a big hello. Let me know how you are. I'm going to be talking all things mindset, spirituality, resilience, mental health, and I do so every Sunday night. So if you've been following us for a while, you will know this. If you are new, say a big hello. And tonight, I'm going to be sharing a bit about how to set boundaries for success. And this is something that back in the day when I was first setting up my business, it was just hell for leather running forward, setting goals, doing what it takes to achieve them with very little thought and energy put into boundaries. I learned my boundaries along the way. And how I realized that I needed boundaries was I felt hurt. I felt like people took advantage. And it was by these things happening that I then had to keep taking a step back to realize that actually, maybe I should have done this. Maybe I could think like that. So I thought I would share some fail safe ways in which you can begin to implement boundaries, especially if you are a business owner, or maybe you run a sideline business, you're looking at changing career, you're looking at setting goals. That's what we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to share with you 4 steps, 4 key things that on reflection, I was like, yes, these are the little things to know along the way. Number 1, I'm actually going to start with choose your circle wisely. So what I mean by that is, who are you going to share your ideas, your thoughts, your goals, your desires, your dreams, your achievements, and your successes with? And I want you to really think hard before you do so. Now, I've been there myself before. Let me know in the comments if you have. When you first come up with a concept or an idea, maybe you start a sideline hustle or a business, and you go to every man and their dog, family, friends, work colleagues, and you're like, I've had this idea. I'm going to be doing this. I am going to achieve this goal. This is what I want to be doing by this date. And let's be honest, 90% of the time, you're hit straight back with negativity. They want to know, well, how are you even going to do that? Do you know that my next door neighbor's cat's mother's sister-in-law's dead auntie once tried that and it didn't work for her? Let's be honest, we've all heard one of those, especially if you started up your own business. And then you can also get those family, friends, colleagues that want to protect you. And they want to tell you all the pitfalls. Don't even get me started on those where it triggers a fear and they can't perceive themselves doing it. So they try to talk you out of it and say, oh, how it's the worst idea ever. They get scared of being left behind. I've actually done a blog on this. I think it was probably my second ever published blog. I'll share it below. And it was called Why Your Friends and Family Don't Support Your Success. Now, that's not all friends and family, obviously. I've got some amazing friends and family who've supported us from day one. Some just didn't get it. Some wanted to protect, some it triggered. So be really mindful. And this is going to lead us on to one of the next steps. That is, from the get-go, create boundaries with who you're going to let into your circle. So if you are going to join a community, if you're going to create a support group or join a support network of some kind, make sure that they really resonate with you. Make sure that they are there for themselves and you. It's a real collective. That is, on reflection, what I wish I had from the get-go. I would flip from different groups, from different things, and I was like a lone wolf. It felt like for a good few years back when I first started, I didn't have kids, and I joined a networking and a business group for mums. Because there was no one else that I could resonate with. Nowadays, there are so many more different groups, whether that like your goals are around health, whether they are around spirituality, personal growth, mental health, hobbies, no matter what it is, there is a support network for it. And you know what? If there isn't, bloody make one. Like there will be other people like you. If you aren't already, the Awaken the Warrior free Facebook group, we've got like 1,000 people in there now, and they are there for each other. The Warrior Academy was birthed off the back of this, the membership, because I know how important it is to have that tribe of like minded people. If I've got a question about a concept or an idea, if I'm going to be going to people that aren't on that same wavelength, it's not going to be filtered through the right people and places. I'm going to get warped perceptions. I'm going to get hit back with things that just aren't going to be relevant. So, that I would definitely recommend. Find your tribe. Another one is time management. When it comes to setting boundaries to support you in success, setting boundaries with your time management, like it's kind of obvious, isn't it? But it's a real key one. And I personally believe that time management is simply self management. Like, I haven't got a watch on, can't slow it down, can't change it. But what we can change is how we handle our time, how we perceive it, whether we perceive it as something that is important, isn't important, how long a task takes, whether we are going to procrastinate half the day away. So start with self awareness. It'd be crazy to just say, manage your time better. We need to start with self awareness and begin to look at where are you spending a lot of your time? How much free time do you have? Where can you begin to put more boundaries in place to look after yourself, to commit to your successes, your goals? And the first place I would start, and this is a really like interesting one, is checking how much time you spend on your phone and social media. Like, it can be scary. It could be a real brutal, honest thing. Because when you start, and I say this, when you start saying, I've not got the time to achieve my goal, I've not got the time to do this, I can't do that. That's when you can start to say, well, actually, I can. Actually, I can do that because I'm spending 4 to 6 to however many hours on social media or watching Netflix. So, really start by monitoring and being honest with yourself. And from there, really be true and say, okay, so I could do this with that amount of time. Can you see how once you are aware of how much time you do have between work, career, family life, cooking, whatever else you've got going on, your hobbies, then you can really dedicate that time and have boundaries in place. Another thing for when it comes to boundaries for success is, and it's linked to the time management, is your diary or calendar. Really commit to whatever you put in it, just make it a non-negotiable. If it's something that's going to take you that step forward, you and only you. So this is coming from a coach and mentor. Only you can truly commit to doing the action steps. Like, I don't do this. I'm pretty sure there's not many coaches and mentors that would go around your house with a gong at the end of the bed and tell you to get up at a certain time or hold a gun to your head. Like that, it just isn't a thing. Facebook will probably ban me for life for saying good to your head. But this is where it comes down to that self-management with it. And I'm going to add a little one on for this one. When it comes to you putting things in the diary for your success and your goals and really getting your teeth into things, from personal experience, make sure you're putting time in for you too. You cannot run on empty. I will never forget the first maybe 2, 3 years when I was first running my business. I had a couple of businesses. One was in network marketing, another one I was building on the side, a limited company. I would pull all-nighters, like genuinely pull all-nighters to get stuff done because I was working a load of jobs as well, which I had to do. Like I just to some degree then I really had to put the time and energy in. But what I wasn't doing was finding places to refill my cup. I was working out, which to some people it's like that's filling up your cup, but it was like this religious go, 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 go energy. And I was really running off my adrenals. It wasn't healthy. Wasn't healthy. When I look back, wasn't healthy. William, yes. Hi. I hope Claire's watching too. Really good that you felt that you needed to hear this tonight. Really, really good to hear. Keep letting me know how you are and if this resonates with you. So make sure that even if you are like getting prepared for the new year, the goals, etc., which I'm definitely going to recommend you start planting seeds, building your solid foundations now, make sure that you are filling your cup up. And lastly, hi Kay, if you are someone watching this and this has resonated with you because it's about boundaries for success, if you're running your own business, you're looking at starting up your own business, you are taking the next step in your career in particular, but don't do a load of freebies and mates rates. Set boundaries from the get-go. Talking from experience here, it is hard to be taken seriously and to take yourself seriously if you are undercharging your worth, if you are giving things away for free. Again, back in the day, I used to drive around here, there, and everywhere, dropping things off for other people with like zero responsibility on their part that they have anything to do with it. I would just be spinning every plate, offering basically my soul on many of those plates. And I would say, on reflection, and a massive thing that I coach and mentor now with businesses is you start strong. You start with those boundaries in place. There is nothing wrong with sharing what you do at a discounted rate, and you would get testimonials back for it, or you would get client or product reviews. Whether you are thinking of making Christmas baubles, it's a one-time thing, like really value yourself and your time and have those healthy boundaries for success. Think about the bigger companies out there. They don't necessarily, as you walk through the door, go like, here, have this, have that. And if they did, they're now making like huge successes. So start strong, know your worth, really start with that solid boundary in place. And another little thing on that, like the last thing, because I've got a webinar that I'm going to be doing in 2 minutes time, is it is not only in your benefit that you do that, but something that I would say, especially if you're running a business, take this as like a real key thing, is other people also value their stuff and their time more when they pay for things, when there's a bit of skin in the game. So as much as you might think that you're doing favors for yourself, for clients, for customers, for future promotions, etc., as long as there is an equilibrium in terms of energy, there's a healthy energy exchange there. I know when I had a very much product-based business, when I used to give things for free, people wouldn't try it. It'd still be sat there like a week later. I'd say, how did you find that product that I drove 20 miles to drop off for you? I'd be like, oh, not a chance to, but what? Like they hadn't had chance to what? I bet you anything, had they have paid for that and maybe got a little something on the side, they'd be using it. So really take on board those healthy boundaries in terms of your time, your energy. And I just think with this season in particular, I help a lot of small businesses, entrepreneurs, startups, people that are transitioning from one career to another or career to self-employed. And the first thing that they say is, what can I give for free? How do I do this? How much do I give mates rates for? What discount shall I share? How many free things? Whoa, 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 whoa. So be really healthy with your boundaries. This is for your success and theirs. If they want good results for products, services, whatever that may be. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. I hope that you have enjoyed this. Reminding me I need to go back to someone with a massive boundary. Great reminder, Kay. I am so glad to hear this. Pauline is currently filling her cup up from her bubble bath. I am saluting you. That is freaking wonderful to hear. So let me know your thoughts as you are watching this now or back on replay. If you think that there's anyone that would resonate with this or could really do with hearing it, give it a share, tag them in it, let them know. And this is also going to be over on YouTube if you wish to replay or share. And Have a cracking Sunday. I look forward to seeing you next week for next Sunday's Live. There will be lots going on in the Awaken the Warrior free Facebook group in the meantime, and lots of twin spam over in the Instagram. So have a great evening. See you soon.